Alright guys, let me know in the comments how much you'll do this job for. It's a small patio ceiling, about 3.5 meters by 7 meters, including demolition. Let me know down in the comments. Yeah, well that can stay there. That can stay there. There's our board. And now we go fix it up, and really we need to top it out. So it's just a one more day job. Alright, ceiling's up. Compound is mixed. And we start. Welcome back to another video. So these jobs are really 2-day jobs to get everything done start to finish. But that's only going to happen if you get the top coat done the first day, so it can dry overnight. If you don't get the top coat done the first day, that means you're going to be coming back to top coat it. Means you're going to have to wait for that to dry and come back again. So really, in this business, if you want to make money, you got to do these smaller jobs in 2 days. And we do the painting as well, so we pick up the money. If there's sanding involved, we like to paint it as well because we're already there. It's another attendance. So that's what we're doing right now. We're just taping in. We're using fiber fuse and our #1 filler, a #1 compound corner cement 45, the red bags. Really nice. You can see Eugene and I. Eugene's working on the butt joints, and between the sheets there, that's how we put the lights back in, because the electrician didn't turn up and we still got our job to do, so we're still going to do it. So we just actually added one extra butt joint by putting 3 sheets in the middle there, and instead of 2, and we've just put the lights in the joints, and we're just doing the screws now. That's all good, and we're second coating the butt joints, and we've sort of let it go a little bit long, and it's getting hard to push this mud, but we are determined to get it on because we wanted to get the top coat done. Why I like this corner cement 45, it doesn't shrink back. You might go to a job the second day and you've topped everything out and you've used some other base coat, and you get back and it's all shrunk back and you can't sand it out. It's too far in, so you actually have to coat it again, put another coat on. Well, we don't have that problem because this corner cement 45, it does not shrink, and it is as hard as a rock as well. So once we've done this, we'll come back and sand the next day, and we'll put a trim up, timber trim. You'll see that we're not putting corners here, so that's pretty good. Timber trim is probably the easiest you can get, but if you're using timber trim, it means all the sheets need to be pretty tight. Now that is our top coat going on, and it is looking good. I'm just going down the recesses again, and Eugene is doing the butt joints. It is always good if you can let the butt joints dry. Do your butt joints first, let them dry, and then go along and do your recesses. But I mean, these smaller jobs, you never get that chance to do that. So let me know in the comments what kind of work you guys do. Mostly we do small repairs and that sort of thing. I think it's very competitive doing the big work, and you have to be really good with the tools, like full houses. Sometimes we do it. I do enjoy doing it for a change, but day in and day out, I think because we do painting as well, I think this is our little niche, and we'll stick to it. You know, as long as you make the quota of how much you need to make for the week, for a day, for 2 days, that sort of thing. I've been talking to people lately, and you know, you can go and do like a 3 meter patch for the day, or you can do a 30 meter patch. So no matter what, it takes 2 days because you have to top coat it and come back the next day, even at like a 3-meter patch. So I mean, I would rather be doing a 30-meter patch rather than a 3-meter patch because you get paid so much more. So I kind of don't like doing the small jobs now. See, this job here, it takes us 2 days no matter what, and a small 3-meter patch, 4-meter patch in someone's lounge room somewhere will take 2 days no matter what. So I'd much rather be doing these higher paid jobs with a few more meters in it, because you're still pulling rubbish down, you still have to go to the garbage dump, you still have to go to the plasterboard shop and put plasterboard in the back, you still have to mix up your base coats and everything, you still have to top coat, you still have to return to sand. So I'd just rather be, you know, a bit bigger. And this is the second day, this is day 2. I'm just using my Makita sander, going along all the edges and giving a bit of a buff. This is the 18-volt Makita sander. It is quite heavy. I was talking to a supplier, a rep from Intex, yesterday at the Tradies Gold Coast open day, and he said he'll get me a sander and I'll buy the extractor. So I said, I'll get you 1 million views with that sander. What are you going to do for me? Anyway, we'll see. I don't think he thinks I was serious. So Eugene's just putting the trims up now, and I'm coming through at the back there. And I've got my undercoat. I've got my big fluffy Oldfields roller, 22mm nap. And I am just plowing through the ceiling. If you're using a bigger nap on your paint roller, you just spread it out and just feather it off a bit more, so you don't have big orange peel effects with the roller. And when it dries up anyway, they disappear. So yeah, I'm just coming through right now, rolling a good undercoat. Rolling undercoat is very important. Even if you're spraying, I recommend back rolling the first and the last coats. I've said that so many times. You wouldn't believe how many people disagree with me as well. I have some people in some comments saying, oh, why are you back rolling? Would you back roll a car? And that is just the most stupidest thing I've ever heard. You know, the manufacturer of the plasterboard or the drywall itself says you need to back roll. That's what they reckon. And you need to back roll the last coat, because if everything's sprayed into that full smooth finish, and then you go to touch it up with a brush, or you go to touch it up with a roller, it stands out because it's not a spray finish. And if you have to touch up, you're not going to come back and, you know, touch up with the sprayer. You can't really touch up with the sprayer as well. So I'm finally making my way down here. These are my favorite kind of jobs as well. Like, you don't have to go inside people's houses. These and garages. We just finished a job, which I'll show you shortly, and we had to go upstairs and around the corner and up into their kitchen and down their hallway, and it was a nightmare. Getting the sheets up the stairs, getting all the rubbish downstairs, you know, it's extra money. Alright, James, get out of the shot, do some work. He's got his caulking gun, he's going to start caulking shortly. Alright, as I'm coating the ceiling, undercoating the ceiling, Eugene's doing the trims. We've got James now starting to caulk. As soon as those trims are up, we're going to be caulking them. In Australia we call it gapping, no more gapping them. But the ceiling is 3.6 roughly by 6 meters. A bit over 6 meters. 7 meters, 3.6 by 7. And I always look, if I see anything when I'm rolling the ceiling, something's coming out of the paint or anything, I always pick it off. Really like my ceilings to be perfect finish. And it's important when you're caulking like this, yeah, you keep a wet rag and you keep everything smooth. All the joints where you start and stop, they got to be smooth. They got to be seamless, because when it's painted, you're just going to be staring at that and you're going to look at that, and if it's all smooth, it's just nothing catches your eye. Nearly done. Eugene's nearly made his way around there. And this actually gets 3 coats, so this is first the undercoat and then 2 coats of the finish coat. And it is a beautiful day and things are drying really nicely. This is what we call a good day, I suppose. This is what we call a good job. Nice and easy outside, not too high. They're a good amount of work for your 1 day and 2 days to finish, the second day to finish everything. So it's always good to maybe undercoat that trim before you put it up. Get a coat of white on it, just roll it nicely with a small roller while it's on the ground quickly. Oh no. Whoops, sometimes those mistakes happen, but anyway, we'll get the join nice and no one will ever know. Caulking is looking good. It always looks good after caulking. And now we really want that to dry. Like I said, if you hit that too early, can hairline crack. Anyway, that's the video. Turned out really good. There it is. See you next time.